Hey everybody, Adam here with Hometown Acres. Welcome back. I've got a new friend of the channel here. This is Sam.
Great to meet you, Adam.
Sam's doing stuff. He's got another YouTube channel here. I actually started watching his channel a number of months ago, and I really liked his content, and I shot him an email. I saw that you were local. You're only about an hour away from me, and I said, hey, we should do some kind of collaboration. Do you want to stop over? We can talk firewood, talk shop, and so here we are. And we've spent a number of phone calls chatting back and forth about firewood, and I told you that where you are in your process, your journey right now of firewood reminds me of 2, 3, 4 years ago, and we were chatting a little bit about how in the firewood business, you go from loving it to hating it.
That's where I am.
And then back to loving it again. And I've gotten through that hating it stage, and I'm back to the loving it stage. And what I mean by that is most people, when they start making and selling firewood, is you're starting out here in the woods. It's absolutely beautiful out here. You're in nature, and every day is different. You might be cutting down a tree in this section of woods, and then tomorrow you're on the other side of the property, and you have that change of scenery, and a lot of times there's no rush, there's no pressure. You're just here, and if you want to take a break, you sit down and watch the squirrels and the chipmunks. And
that's what I was thinking. There's no pressure. There
Yeah.
really isn't. You're just doing this because, well, yeah, you might want to put some firewood in the fire and stay warm, but you love it.
Yeah, and you might be making 2, 3, 4 cords, and then you step up, and now you might be wanting to sell 2, 3, 4 cords on top of what you're burning for yourself.
And that's where it all changes.
So since I've got Sam here today, I thought, why not get back to our roots and go do things the old-fashioned way with a chainsaw and an axe. All right, now on to the part that I haven't done personally in probably 2 years, and that is swing an axe. I've got a Fiskars with a composite handle here. You've got something a little fancier, a little bit more rustic. What do you got there?
Dude, I swing my axe every week, at least. This is a Helco Werk. It's a German axe. I bought it because I wanted a fancy axe. That's all. It does the same thing that does.
Yeah.
It splits it in half, and this is heavier, so you're gonna be able to do more than me.
I haven't got much into the axe collecting, but I do like the idea of having 3 or 4 of them that are rustic looking and hanging them on the wall and then using them when you need to. And
I've never used a Fiskars. Here,
yeah, let's try.
let's try.
I like it.
What the hell? Oh, see? Oh, there you go. Okay, it sticks. It works.
It works. What more do you want, right?
Right. This, honestly, Adam, this is it. This is why we love this right here.
Yeah.
This.
And I've said this before, the second you get away from this and you go to a production wood yard, this is what you lose.
Yeah.
It's just not the same. And yeah, what you give up in the pure enjoyment of it, you're gaining back in efficiency, but
you become a slave to the product.
yeah, so.
Yeah, baby.
Oh, that's nice.
Isn't it?
I like that.
See, this is what you don't have to worry about with the Fiskars. Sorry, I hit the handle. See that?
Oh, you're good. That's
That's exactly what.
that's why I bought that. It has a lifetime warranty, so it was more expensive when I bought it, but it's supposedly the last axe you'll ever need to buy, because if it breaks, you take it in and they replace it.
And I would not want to do that, but that's why it's got that leather on there.
Yeah. Ooh, gotta hit it, Alice. I don't want to be saying that these days. That's not politically correct.
Neither is this. This is definitely more designed. It's more designed for splitting. It's got that wider.
It breaks it apart.
That's more of a you can cut with it and you can split with it.
Yeah, because this you could actually like chop a tree down.
Oh
right?
yeah, sure.
Yeah. But it does split nice. Of course, this is also cherry, mostly straight grain.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, that smell.
Oh.
Yeah, cherry's awesome.
How many times you stop to do that while you're running the processor?
Yeah, you don't ever stop to smell the roses. Or
Right.
in this case,
Literally.
the cherry.
Yeah.
And like I said earlier, you're standing out here, you get tired, hot and sweaty, stop and take a break, and I couldn't picture a better place to take a business break, right?
Right. This is the office.
Yeah. All right, so now for as enjoyable as this process is, it's not efficient, right? And so
No.
that's, I mean, we probably have well over an hour into less than a face cord here.
Oh yeah. It's probably $50 worth of wood.
Yeah, finding the tree, cutting it down, cutting it
Yeah.
up, splitting it. So then you move into the next phase, which is, this is the love it part, right? And then we move into,
The next part is where you've got to make a cord of this, and you're still making it the same way. You're still doing all the handling. You still got archaic tools.
Right.
You know, even a pneumatic splitter or hydraulic splitter is still, you've got to have a machine to start making a product that people are in demand for.
so I mentioned earlier that when I go back and watch Sam's videos now, it reminds me of how I got my start and kind of the progression through Firewood. Sam, tell us what your process is right now.
Well, I'm in the hate it stage,
Yeah.
definitely in the hate it stage. And don't let it discourage you, because I think everybody has to go through this. So I've got, like I said, the older tools, the splitter that split one piece at a time or whatever you have. What happens is the demand for your product, if you're doing it correctly, the demand for your product increases. So you've got to increase your product or, you know, just run out.
Right.
You know, so of course the desire is to sell more, and you quickly realize that without the right tools, you're a slave to the product. You're a slave to making it happen. Without the right tools, you're just not going to do it. You're just not going to keep up.
When you make that leap from doing 5 to 10 chords like this to doing 10 to 50 chords with the better equipment, right? You've upgraded to a hydraulic splitter. You might have a tractor now. You
Right.
might be starting to get into IBC totes or that whole thing.
And I'm at the point where I've got the tractor, I just don't have a big enough tractor. I've got a splitter, but I don't have a big enough splitter. I've got all of the equipment that is like in that transition where you're really realizing if you really want to do this, not just as a hobby, you got to go bigger.
And this is bigger. This is the Easton Made Evo Firewood processor. Now we've gone over the
Yeah.
we've gone over the loving it, where you're just tinkering around in the woods making 1 to 10 chords a year. Then when we talked about the stage you're at right now, which is where you're hating it, you're trying to ramp up volume and increase efficiency, but you're still doing it with too small of equipment. And then this is the stage at where I'm at now, where we have the right equipment and I'm back to loving it.
I got to just interrupt you for a second, because I'm standing here in this like aha moment of the amount of machine that's here. Like the size of this thing.
It doesn't come across well on camera until you see
No,
it.
no, it doesn't. You're standing here and It's like, yeah, this will do the work.
This is the smallest processor that Easton Made makes, and a lot of people think because it's the smallest one they make that it's a small machine. It's not a small machine.
No, I can't wait to run it. Just spoiler alert, I'm running this thing.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh my gosh.
As a matter of fact, why don't we just hop right to that?
Let's do it.
Yeah.
That was easy
Right?
to pick up. I mean, like,
Yeah. It's very intuitive.
but wow. I mean, I don't know how much wood we made. We just ripped through 2 logs that would have taken me
Right.
a couple hours,
Yeah.
or at least an hour.
Yeah, and one thing that we haven't really talked about yet is, yes, we're no longer messing around, fooling around out in the woods, and we've got a production yard under a roof in the shade. Bigger is better, yada, yada, yada. The one thing we haven't talked about is sourcing your material. And right now you're in the hate it stage where you're getting tree service wood that doesn't cost you anything except for a tremendous amount of time, right?
Time and back, and I have said so many times on my channel, if it saves my back and it saves my time, it's for me. It's exactly what this does.
Right.
I mean, it's not taking the work out of it, and I don't even want to say it's taking the fun out of it. Yes, what we did was enjoyable
Right.
when you want to do it. But if you have to do it, and like I said before, if you're a slave to the product and you've got to make the product,
Yeah.
this is leaps and bounds beyond.
Right.
Yeah.
And sourcing the logs, let the loggers be loggers, let them do what they do. We're the firewood guy, right? We're going to take the logs and turn them into firewood. But yeah, when you're spending so much time back in the woods sourcing the material, that's all the less time that you have to actually be making firewood.
And you're doing this to make money. If you're paying yourself a salary, in a sense, then that's taking dollars per hour away from you by
Right.
working for free, really.
Right.
That's your free logs. You're working for free.
You're putting the sweat equity into those logs.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I ever since I started buying tracks of loads of poles, it's just been a complete game changer. And then yeah, you get a firewood processor, and that's where I said, like, I'm back to the part where I am loving firewood because the process is so incredibly easy, and you turn around and you've made 2 cords of wood in no time at all. And it's just,
you know your customers are going to be happy too. You're going to be able to tell them, yes, of course I have firewood.
Yeah.
I've got plenty of it. Come and get it.
and you know, when Matt had the 48C here, I kind of thought that the 48C might ruin the Evo for me. And I came and ran this the very next day after running the 48C, And I'll tell you what, it didn't ruin it one bit because of the process that I have in place here with the barrel screener, with the dump trailer. It's just,
You don't have to touch it.
yeah,
You
it's
don't.
effortless.
Yeah, excavator puts it on the deck. I mean, if you stack it, you got to touch it, but that's it.
Yeah. So let me ask you this. Where does, after being here and seeing this, does it generate any ideas for you where you're at right now?
Well, for where I am right now, it certainly speaks to efficiency. And I probably need to tell this tree service guys to stop bringing the big stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, just turn them down. I have a good problem. The problem is I have too much supply, and I'm going to turn that into a product, but I don't think I'm going to take those big logs anymore. That's for sure.
Yeah, it's a lot of work.
Yeah.
And I mean, stubbing your toes or rolling over your foot with one of those logs or catching a finger, there's just too many pinch points and too much room for error when you're dealing with one round that weighs 200, 300 pounds.
Yeah. And not to mention your back.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep. Well, Adam, I'll tell you what, when Adam emailed me, I jumped at the chance to come because, you know, I wanted to meet him, of course, and we've had a good lunch and a lot of good conversation, but to be able to see and use a real processor like this opens my eyes.
Yeah. And so the reason that I reached out to Sam was, again, I said that I had watched his channel and I really liked the content he was putting out. It seemed like from watching the videos, Sam seems like a good guy. And after meeting him, he is a good guy. And yeah, so I'm going to send you guys over to Sam's doing stuff. And if you guys want to go check out his channel, I would appreciate it. Sam would appreciate it. Your channel's still in its infancy, right? You're still growing.
We're just between 12 and 13,000, which is good. You know, I love the growth. We have a really good community on my channel. I always ask my subscribers to comment and give me ideas, and I feedback with ideas. I don't want any of those pity subscribers, you know. If you're gonna subscribe, watch my channel.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, that's what we're all about.
So I hope you guys enjoyed this one. I hope you go check out Sam's channel. If you enjoyed this one, give me a big thumbs up, click that subscribe button, and we'll catch you on the next one. Thanks for watching.